What if wealth and abundance are just behind the next door, but you're too distracted, too doubtful, or too afraid to knock? What if the universe has been quietly sending you signals through numbers that keep appearing, patterns that repeat, nudges you've been ignoring? As June 2025 approaches, something powerful is unfolding. Six simple numbers, grounded in ancient Buddhist wisdom and aligned with astrological energy, are emerging. They're not just digits, they carry rhythm, intention, and clarity. And when you sync your life with their energy, you could shift your financial path in ways you never imagined. No, these aren't the flashy, lucky numbers you'll find on lottery tickets or gambling sites. These numbers resonate on a deeper frequency rooted in Buddhist principles like mindfulness, simplicity, and alignment. They offer a rare opportunity to merge spiritual grounding with material blessings. We're entering an extraordinary window, a rare alignment, where spiritual and material energy meet. Mercury will sharpen your focus. Venus will open your heart to receive. Together, they create a cosmic portal, one that allows abundance to flow effortlessly to those who are conscious, ready, and aligned. And here's the most exciting part. If you stay with me until the very end of this video, I'll reveal a bonus number, a master code known to accelerate manifestation, amplify your desires, and bring abundance into your life with more clarity, more purpose, and more speed. But before we begin, pause. Ground yourself. Let go of distractions. Take one deep breath. Inhale clarity. Exhale doubt. Now act with intention. Like this video, subscribe to Buddhism Trail, and comment this powerful affirmation. I am ready to align with the universe and receive wealth. Now let's begin. Number 24. The power of calm, precision, and inner alignment. Let's reimagine what it means to be truly powerful. Not the kind of power that dominates the room, not the noise, the hustle, or the show, but the kind of power that moves with grace, that stays centered in the storm, that understands its worth so deeply it never needs to prove it. That's the energy of number 24, not loud, but deeply felt. And as we approach the pivotal days of June 2025, this number rises like a quiet tide, bringing with it the chance to realign your life from chaos to clarity. In a world obsessed with urgency and distraction, the number 24 is your sacred reminder to slow down and reconnect. It doesn't urge you to achieve more, but to be more. Not more successful, more productive, or more impressive, but more aware, more intentional, more grounded. The beauty of 24 is hidden in its parts. 2 represents sensitivity, intuition, emotional intelligence. It's the part of you that feels before it thinks, that knows without needing proof, that connects, flows, and listens. 4 brings the stability, the structure that supports a meaningful life. It's the planner, the builder, the calm, dependable foundation that turns dreams into reality. Together, 24 teaches us that clarity is strength and stillness is strategy. Think of it this way. Imagine walking into a room filled with noise, and there's one person sitting in the corner, quiet, calm, present. They're not trying to get attention, but your eyes are drawn to them. The Buddhist path honors this kind of quiet wisdom. The Buddha never shouted his truth, he embodied it. And that's what you're being invited into now. Not to abandon your goals, but to approach them from a place of inner clarity. Ask yourself today, when was the last time you made a decision from peace rather than panic? When did you last listen before reacting? When did you let your intuition guide you instead of the noise around you? The rabbit in the Chinese zodiac is a perfect symbol, here not weak, not passive, but deeply aware. It knows how to survive not by force, but by flow. It doesn't try to overpower the world, it learns how to move with it. So, as the energy of 24 whispers into your life, try this. Don't rush your mornings, feel them. Don't just hear others, truly listen. Don't chase success, align with it. Let it come to you as you live with intention. This number isn't going to shout over your distractions. It waits patiently for the moment you pause long enough to recognize its presence. And when you do, you start to live differently, not harder, just smarter. Not louder, just deeper. If you're still with me right now, that means your energy is already starting to shift. You're not here for shortcuts. You're here for sacred signals. You're here to build a life that isn't just rich in money, but rich in meaning. So as we move forward, remember, number 24 is your guide toward focused, soul-aligned abundance. And if you feel that, affirm it in the comments right now. Lucky path. That's your way of stepping into this frequency with open eyes and a steady heart. Stay with us. The next number may carry the message you've been waiting for. Number 48, the sacred strength of steady progress. Not all power needs to be loud. Some of the most transformative energies come wrapped in stillness, calm, quiet, and unnoticed by the world in a rush. That's the energy of number 48. It's not the fireworks in the sky, but the steady flame of an oil lamp, humble, enduring, and impossible to ignore when darkness surrounds you. In a world obsessed with speed and results, 48 is your permission to slow down without guilt. This number carries the spiritual blueprint of true success, the kind that lasts because it's built with awareness, effort, and time. It isn't concerned with temporary wins or flashy moments. It teaches that real wealth, whether financial, emotional, or spiritual, comes from patience, persistence, and purpose. Let's break it down. The number 4 represents structure, discipline, and the daily effort that keeps your life on solid ground. It's the routine you show up for, even when no one's watching. The number 8 brings the energy of karma and abundance, a reminder that what you sow with integrity will eventually blossom in ways you can't even imagine. Together, 48 becomes the number of lasting, earned prosperity, the kind no one can take away from you because you built it with your own hands and heart. Think of it like this. While others sprint toward short-term gain, you walk your path with intention. And that makes all the difference. That is the spirit of 48, the quiet confidence that your steady steps matter, even if the world doesn't applaud them yet. The Buddha once said, "A jug fills drop by drop." And it's this slow filling, the tiny, consistent choices, the humble daily efforts that eventually overflow into greatness. So when you feel like your journey is taking too long, remember, slowness isn't failure. It's the mark of devotion. It means you're planting seeds that will grow strong roots. And in today's noisy world, where trends fade and distractions are endless, living in the energy of 48 is a form of mindful rebellion, saving a little, choosing compassion over anger, listening fully before reacting. All of these are acts of building. You're laying the foundation of a life that not only brings you peace, but creates peace around you. So ask yourself, where can I trade pressure for presence? Where can I commit not to speed but to depth? Take a breath. Trust the path. Because the true builders of wealth, the lasting kind, are never in a hurry. They are aligned. They are intentional. They are patient. And number 48 is their silent companion. Number 12, the silent pulse of connection and courage. Number 12 often slips by unnoticed, tucked into clocks, calendars, and ancient symbols. But its presence is no accident. It's a number shaped by meaning, not by chance. Think about it. 12 hours of day, 12 hours of night. 12 full moons across the sky each year. This isn't just structure, it's rhythm. It's the universe saying, flow with me. In the teachings of Buddhism, the number 12 holds something deeper, the 12 nidanas, or the 12 links of dependent origination. These aren't just steps, they're a cycle, the dance between cause and effect, desire and suffering, illusion and awakening. They remind us that everything is connected. Nothing simply happens. Every choice, every habit, every emotion, they all echo outward, shaping the life we live and the karma we carry. Now pause for a second. Let this idea settle in. You are not separate. You never were. Every breath you take is supported by the trees. Every emotion you feel is shaped by the stories you carry. Every action you make ripples across someone else's life. That's the heart of 12, not the courage to stand alone, but the courage to stand together. The kind of strength that says, I am not afraid to feel. I am not afraid to connect. I am not afraid to grow, even when growth feels like breaking. In Eastern symbolism, the tiger represents this number not as a reckless beast, but as a poised and watchful force. The tiger does not chase every movement. It waits. It listens. It knows when to leap, not out of fear, but from instinct and clarity. This is not brute force. This is mindful power. That is the essence of 12, to move not with noise, but with intention. So today, ask yourself, what does interdependent courage look like for me? Maybe it's not quitting everything, but finally being honest with someone. Maybe it's saying no or yes for the first time. Maybe it's allowing yourself to rest, to feel, to begin again. Because real courage isn't always visible. Sometimes it's quiet, sometimes it trembles, but it always transforms. And remember, with number 12 guiding you, you're not alone. The universe is already holding the space for your growth. You just need to show up and walk through it, one mindful step at a time. Number 36. The path to authentic freedom. What does it really mean to be free? Not in theory, not as a quote you repost, but in your actual, everyday life. Is it about quitting that job that drains the light out of your eyes? Is it being able to finally speak your truth, the truth you've been silencing for years just to keep the peace? Or maybe, just maybe, freedom is waking up and realizing you no longer want to live a version of life designed by other people's expectations. Number 36 carries the vibration of spiritual independence. Not chaos, not rebellion, but inner liberation. It asks, what would your life look like if you weren't afraid anymore? In numerology, the number 3 brings the force of creativity, confidence, and unfiltered self-expression. It's that energy that pushes you to pick up the guitar again, start the blog you've been dreaming about, or finally say no without guilt. The number 6, on the other hand, brings grounding wisdom, responsibility, compassion, and balance. When they merge as 36, they form the sacred bridge between soul expression and soul maturity. It's the dance of wildness and wisdom. This number is a call not to escape responsibility, but to redefine it on your terms. True freedom isn't dropping everything and running away. It's staying rooted in your truth and making decisions from a place of alignment, not anxiety. Buddhism teaches, attachment is the root of suffering. So what are you still attached to that's weighing you down? An outdated dream? A title? A version of yourself that no longer reflects who you are becoming? Let go, not to give up, but to grow. Here's how to begin aligning with the energy of 36. Step 1. Identify one belief or habit that keeps you playing small. Maybe it's, I'm too old, or I can't start over. Write it down. Then, with intention, destroy it. Tear it. Burn it safely. Flush it. Whatever feels symbolic, let it go with thanks. Step 2. Reflect on 3 moments when you felt truly alive. Not productive, not praised, but alive. Choose one of those feelings and find a way to reconnect with it. This week, even in the smallest way. Step 3. Evaluate your circle. Are you surrounded by people who celebrate your growth or fear your change? Seek out those who support your evolution, not your stagnation. Because here's the truth: the universe doesn't wait for the perfect moment to bless you. It watches for when you're finally ready to become the moment. Like the horse in the ancient teachings, intuitive, wild, and free, you were never meant to stay in the stable forever. Your soul was born to run. Number 18. The wild mind and the flow of creative energy. Have you ever felt like your mind just won't shut off? Like it's constantly leaping from one thought to another, unfinished ideas, random memories, future worries, flashes of inspiration, all fighting for your attention at the same time. Welcome to the jungle of your own mind. But don't worry, this isn't a flaw. It's a sign of fire, of brilliance waiting to be shaped. In Buddhism, there's a term for this: the monkey mind. It jumps, it chatters, it distracts. But what if, instead of fighting it, you danced with it? Number 18 doesn't come to calm you, it comes to awaken you. It's a symbol of creative electricity, that raw, unpredictable power that lives inside all of us. And in a world overloaded with deadlines, pressure, and perfection, this number invites you to drop the mask and embrace the madness, because within that chaos hides your most authentic genius. Let's break it down. 1 is the leader, the spark, the fearless beginning of a journey. 8 is the powerhouse, abundance, karma, and structure. Together, 18 is a sacred blend of bold creativity and grounded purpose. It teaches us that creativity doesn't have to be polished, it has to be honest. The goal is not to suppress the noise, but to channel it. That's the secret of 18. It tells you, stop taming your mind like it's an enemy. Start exploring it like a forest. Your mind is not a machine to fix. It's a living garden, messy, wild, and full of blooming insight. Want to tap into the power of 18 in your life? Here's how. Give your mind permission to wander. Set aside 18 minutes daily where there are no rules. Scribble, human, sketch, brainstorm. Let go of the outcome and trust the process. Interrupt your patterns. When you catch yourself spiraling in overthinking, pause. Ask yourself, is this thought useful or just familiar? Then take a breath and choose a new perspective. Say yes to the unexpected. Whether it's an impromptu chat, a walk down a new street, or a random idea you'd usually ignore, flow loves spontaneity. Because here's the truth: the world doesn't need your perfection, it needs your presence. And your mind? It's not broken, it's bursting with brilliance, just waiting to be seen. Buddhism teaches us not to control every thought, but to understand it, witness it, and guide it with compassion. So, the next time your mind feels messy, don't panic, smile at that storm. It might just be your greatest masterpiece in disguise. Comment below, I let my mind create freely, if you're ready to stop fighting your thoughts and start flowing with them. This is your invitation. This is number 18, where movement meets meaning. And believe me, this is just the beginning. Next, the bonus number carries a quiet but undeniable force of renewal, a fresh start, a clean slate, a moment to rewrite your story. Stay close, because the most transformative number of all is still waiting to be revealed. Your alignment with wealth and purpose is just one breath and one number away. The bonus number, 8, the circle of power, presence, and prosperity. And now, as we arrive at the final step of this journey, we meet a number that doesn't just represent abundance, it embodies it. Number 8. At first glance, it's just a shape, a continuous loop standing upright. But look again, it's the infinity symbol risen to its feet. It doesn't just go around in circles. It evolves, flows, and returns, carrying wisdom every time it completes a cycle. 8 is more than a number, it's a philosophy. It teaches us that real power isn't about domination or speed. It's about understanding cycles of effort and rest, giving and receiving, action and reflection. In the world of Buddhist thought, 8 is sacred not just symbolically, but structurally. It forms the foundation of the Noble Eightfold Path, which shows us not how to win the race, but how to walk the path with grace, compassion, and awareness. Right view, right intention, right speech, right action, right livelihood, right effort, right mindfulness, right concentration. These aren't abstract ideas, they're daily choices. And when practiced with sincerity, they don't just change your bank balance, they transform your being. Think about how many times you've tried to force things, forced success, forced outcomes, forced relationships, and how often that left you exhausted and empty. But what if, instead of forcing, you flowed? In Eastern mythology, 8 is linked to the dragon, a symbol of quiet power, timeless wisdom, and majestic movement. Dragons don't struggle to fly, they glide, riding the winds with poise. That's what number 8 offers. The art of rising without resistance, not because you're lucky, but because you're aligned. Let me share the story of Adam, a 52-year-old father of 2 from Canada. Life had cornered him. His savings were gone, his health was failing, and his willpower was running on fumes. He wandered into a small monastery out of sheer desperation. Inside, he noticed a circular mandala, 8 spokes spinning outward from the center. A young monk walked by and quietly said, "Nothing lasts, not even this moment, but every moment is a chance to begin again." That night, Adam lit a candle and made a new commitment not to escape his life, but to reclaim it. He made a list of 8 things he could forgive himself for. Then, he wrote 8 actions he could take without needing money, things rooted in courage, compassion, and presence. 3 years later, Adam wasn't just recovering. He was radiating peace and prosperity because he no longer fought the storm. He became the stillness inside it. That's what 8 can give you. So here's your invitation. Spend just 8 minutes each morning sitting in silence, no phone, no noise, just breath. Offer 8 sincere compliments or kind gestures this week, with no need for return. Write down 8 intentions that blend both your material goals and spiritual needs. Let them guide you like a compass. You'll be surprised at how much shifts, because real abundance doesn't shout, it whispers. It hums softly through the choices we make, the energy we carry, and the presence we bring. Number 8 is not a finish line, it's a continuation, a symbol that everything returns, everything evolves, and nothing, not even your setbacks, is ever wasted. This is not luck, this is alignment. This is Buddhism Trail. And now the circle is whole. Let it carry you forward. As we close this journey, take a moment, just one breath, to pause and be still. Let the numbers you've heard today settle into your awareness, not as luck, but as quiet reminders that you're always guided. These aren't just numbers, they're signs, nudges from the universe telling you you're not lost, you're aligning. If something in this video sparked clarity or calm within you, honor that moment. Like this video, subscribe to Buddhism Trail, and comment, "I trust the signs. I am ready to receive." Sometimes one breath is all it takes to shift everything. Stay mindful, stay present, and walk your path with purpose. I'll see you in the next video.